So hello everyone. So welcome to the another project. So we're going to create an application that is going to be useful for authentication, and the whole idea of this project is all about creating an GitHub search application. So that is an actual part that covers up to 30% of the project. The main aim is to how to implement the authentication with the help of real-time database, that is actually Firebase. So with the help of Firebase, what we're going to do is we're going to create a real-time authentication process, how we can achieve. And the second thing is how we can able to use with the help of the authentication, we can create some simple API calling application. That's what it is. So if you're new for authentication and those things, well, working with real-time database, it is way simpler your way, and it is easy to understand also. So basically, real-time database and Firebase is one of the amazing uh, product given by Google. So where you can able to achieve the storage and SaaS and also the database, all the things in a single place. So here we're going to use the authentication. So the Firebase authentication process, we're going to use it. The remaining things will be we're going to cover it in the upcoming project. So pay attention to this, and this will gives an idea about how Firebase and the documentation will works in the Firebase. Okay, so uh, that's it. So let me see what we're going to do. Okay, so as of now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create another file. So let us name this as auth underscore firebase. Okay, so this is going to be auth underscore firebase, and here, well, I just going to open up our VS Code, and that is going to be our first one. And then here, what we're going to do, we here everything, whatever we're going to do is here we're just going to do this. Okay, and one more thing is I just open up another file here. This is my browser. Okay, and we have this here, and let us go for the Firebase. Okay, so let us go for the Firebase, and here you just want to click on go to the console. Okay, I will tell you how we can handle and everything you can do with this Firebase and everything. I just tell you, just give a minute, and you will see it in very clear manner. Okay, you don't want to worry about anything. Okay, so that's the thing. So now the next thing is here you can see, once you logged in Firebase, it is asking you to sign up. Okay, so you just want to sign up. Once you sign up, it just click for the go to console button, and once you click on this go to console button, now you can able to see this add project. So if you want to create a project, just click on this add project, and then you need to do the simple essential things. So here what is our work is going to be auth twd github. Okay, so this is our project twd. I just say twd underscore github. This is our project is going to be, and there is no valid this signs to be. I just mention it as like this. Okay, and once you just click on it, and once it is done, it is showing some recommended one and everything. If you just want to give it, you can give it. It is recommended only, we are not going to touch anything here. You just click on this continue and create an account. Yes, default Firebase account. Okay, and just click on Firebase. Okay, so that's it you need to do. Okay, so the next one what we need to do is, let us wait for some minute. We will get this resources to come fine, and I will show you what are the things that are available in our Firebase environment and how can we achieve this and we can use it. So when it comes to a backend application, three things is important. Main core, when it comes to data, the one is authentication, that is for security purpose, and then second one is going to be your what, database, actual database to store the data, and third one is going to be the storages. So storages is basically like if you want to store a video or an image, we will use some of the third-party libraries to store it in a separate folder, but that is not a recommended way for when it comes to a production level and more users comes. So in that time, what we will use, we will store all our assets, image and everything to the storage database. Okay, so here Firebase, it will provide all the things. Okay, you can see this here, you can able to see here and what kind of application that we want to produce, like whether it is an iOS or Android app. So in our case, it's going to be a web app. So I just want to, they are asking for a nickname to give. I just say TWD Git, okay, like this. And I don't want the hosting, so I just go for registered Firebase. So everything here, it will be provided and everything becomes simpler. Okay, so now once you done this, you can able to see this one, right? So actually this one we actually need it. I highly recommend this one especially. Okay, we just need it. And don't try to copy something here, because once the project is launching, I just going to change the credential and everything. This is for your own, you need to create it, and you need to create your own authentication and everything. It is like a key that you have to access your own Firebase. So this key will not going to be there, so don't try to access it. Try to work by yourself. Okay, so remember that. So you can just copy this one. Fine, let us come to here, and here I just create a folder called config. And here this config, I just going to say config.js. Okay, so here I just paste it out everything. Okay, so here that's it, we have pasted out everything. We're going to use it. Okay, we're just going to use it. Let's see how it is working and everything. Okay, so we don't want everything, but we will see. Okay, once we done it, just click on continue to console. Once you come here to console, just click on this all products, and you can able to see what are the products that are available for Firebase to use it. Authentication, app check, cloud storage, real-time database. The most important things is authentication, storage, real-time databases, and all other things are pretty, no, each and everything do some kind of work that you can able to perform. So in our case, we're going to work with this authentication. For in future, we're just going to launch everything about the Firebase and how we can able to work with it, because it is our work when it comes to yeah, you don't want to use that much of backend tedious process. It will really help you for us. Okay, so just once you click it, just click here, and you can able to see that what kind of authentication that you want to use. Well, you can able to see the options. Google is there, Facebook, Apple, Twitter, Yahoo. There are so much of things is there. You can that whatever the process that we're going to do it now, it's going to be exactly the same for all the things. So in our case, the most thing is we just go for email and password. Just enable this one, and email link, we don't want email link, we just want that one. So I just go and save this. So basically, typical, we're going to have a email and password, and based on the email and password, we're going to add it. Okay. So this one is here, and just go for users. So users is basically here, whatever we are giving here, it will be there. So now we just enabled this one. So only authentication with have email and password only having access to this project. Okay. So the next thing is reading the documentation. So reading the documentation is one of the important key skills that you want to excel yourself in your career. Okay. So read yourself. Okay, don't forget that read the documentation is a completely necessary one. Okay, so yeah, so now the next thing what we're going to do is you can go for the build. We just want to work on the build file, so I just go for the build. Okay, so first one, just a minute. Yeah, so now you can able to see the build file. So in this build file, what we're going to work with, you can able to see what are the products are available. In our case, is authentication, and in authentication, it's web authentication, and in web authentication, we just want to work with the sign in, get started. We just want to go for get started, and here you can able to see lot of things. Password or thing, each and everything is going to be pretty same. SMS multi-factor, mobile number. In our case, is going to be a password authentication, normal password authentication like everyone follows. Okay, so that's what it is. Let me check that. Okay, okay, so that's it. Okay, okay, so now that is fine. So the next thing is going to be once we created it, they will give you some of the things. And here the important thing is two things you can able to see: web module API and web namespace API. Well, the thing is like this is the previous one which Firebase introduced. Right now you can go and work with this kind of thing. Okay, so module API, that is the recent one. Okay, so it will be that. And here you can able to see how we can work with. So to create a password based authentication, first what you need to do is you just want to import two things. One is get auth and create auth. from the Firebase auth, and then you need to use this custom method for error handling, and whatever thing that you want to do here, you can do it here, that one. And you can see sign in. So if a user is created, then you want to sign in, then you need to use this sign in with email and password. You can see it is very easy. For creating an email and password authentication, you just use create user with email password. And for signing, you just want to use signing. There is no decrypt is there, encrypt, nothing like that. It's not going to be that. It is very going to be simple. Firebase do everything for us. So one thing. So before we setting this, what is the another thing we need to do is just go for get started and see what is the basic thing that we need to set up here. The basic thing is, if you want to use a Firebase authentication, you just want to import these two things. And here you can see Firebase configuration, right? So what is this Firebase configuration? Well, that is what we have copied and stored in our config file here. This is actually what our config file is. So we just want to set up in our home route, and we need to use this get out. And once we set up that, then we can able to use all the methods. It will be completely fine. And if you want to use a Google authentication, let us go for GitHub. If you want to GitHub authentication, the pretty it is going to be same. So they are, you just want to import these two things, and you just want to add all the scopes and kind of things, and you just want to work about exactly the same thing what you want to do. Okay, so a little bit work will be extra higher compared to the normal credential, but it is going to be the same. Extra things will be there, but it is going to be same here. Okay, so yeah, that's all for here. Let me, oh, sorry, just a minute. Let me go back. Yeah. So what is the next thing that I want to do? Okay, let me start to create the code and see how we can implement this kind of thing. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so the first thing is go for our code. So code, when it comes to here, let us, I'm just going to use the terminal here, and I don't want any other credentials. And remember again, this credential I'm going to change it, or I'm not going to give anywhere. If you screenshot it and you just work on it, this is not going to be available because I'm going to be delete that one. So that's the thing. Okay, so the next I just go for git. So when it comes to git bash, here what I'm going to do. So here I just say npm init. So it is going to give me all the file that I want. So it is going to give us. So let us check with this. Yes, we have created the basic file, JSON.things. Okay. So well, it is going to be a React application first of all. Okay, and let's see config. And I just say create, or you can go with Vite. I'm going with normally create React app. So because we know we worked that, we will see it. Okay. So okay. So we don't want that. Let us see work with Vite also, because that will be really helpful. So why we want to avoid that? Okay. Let's say I just going to say Vite installation React. Okay, let's see how we can do this. That's very simple. Like we just want to type npm create Vite and later. This is what you just want to see. Or if you want to use yarn, just create yarn, create Vite. This one. What we can do, we just do one thing. We just remove this package dot JSON. We can go and work with yarn. It's somehow we lost touch with beyond. So let us go here, copy this, and opening here, and I'm just going to paste it here. That's it. Okay. So let's see this. Now what I'm getting, it's saying that it is installed. Create meeting app. Create. What happened? Okay. So sorry. Beyond net. So just create yawn, and now nobody is creator. Just say yawn create beat. Okay, so user is not organized internal and external comment where I was in that, right? Yes. Okay, I think dash beat. Okay, let me do one thing. We can go for this one, and no. Okay, sorry for the delay. So what's happened is I just forgot to give the name file folder. I just forgot, and just you can use this command, npm create vite at latest dot double dash dot template react. Okay, and what it will do, it will create an auth file for you. Okay, so like I said before, I just going to use this. I just want this config file, so I just going to put inside this src file. Okay, so that's thing, and here you can follow the auth, and then you can say npm install. You can do the same thing with yarn also, just yarn add those things, and you just want to save. Once it is done, you can see the package.json, the dev. You just want to start it, and all other things will be very same. Let's see that how it is working and how we can manage it. Okay, so the one thing is just latest and project name. Okay, and if you just forgot this one, that's fine. So it will give you some options you can work with. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we are installing the react dependencies, sorry, the record dev dependencies that we want. So once we done it, the next thing what we need to do is, right now we are in our we have installed this npm run dev to just go for the development environment. Okay, so yeah, here is our authentication documentation. Here we can get the dev with the custom URL they are giving. This is the custom URL like this. This is our application. Well, we know this. We click this, it will be do those things. Okay. So this is our. We will come back to this later. So now what are you going to do? Well, same. Remove everything and work on your own. That's it. Delete. Okay, so main.js is there. I just want this file. index.css, I don't want it. Delete it. app.jsx, well, I want it but not this much. So what I'm going to do, just comprise everything. Let us remove this kind of thing, and I just say h1 with hello world. Most promising, right? So I don't want this logo, those things, right? And I don't want to use the state, right? And then just remove this one. Okay, most promising, maybe this one with react. That's it. Any other thing? I just want one, don't want this one. That's it. I don't want to touch any other thing. So here the node modules, everything is defaultly set up. I think node modules is added and everything will be there. So now let us have a look into our application, and we are having some extension.cs is not available. I think it is coming from main. Here I don't want this. Now I don't get this. Okay, let us go here, have a look. This is our application. So now I just going to set up the basic route, and then so much of things I just wanted, I just going to install that one. Okay, so what all are the things that I want? So right now which page that I am in, I just want to go for the same page. Well, I check this is ed2 auth. Now npm install. What are the other things we need is router. We need router, uh, react router dom, sorry, react router dash dom. This one we need it. Okay, and then what we need is we just want a unique id generator. So for that, let us go here. Okay, it is going to say npm package. Come here, come here, come little bit faster. We need this UUID. Well, this will provide us unique ID for us. Okay, so we just wanted, yeah, this one is what we need. npm install UUID. Okay, let us go here. This is our next one requirement. And if any other things need us, we will do this later. But one more thing, Firebase. We forgot Firebase. Firebase exact match. So this is what we actually wanted. npm install, not save, just Firebase. So let us remove this. I don't want to go with the old standard. Just say npm Firebase. You can just go with the uh, like single go. Just type npm I React router install Firebase, all those things. Okay. So you just want to set up this. So once you installed this Firebase, the next thing is, well, we need to work on it. I just remove this one, app.js. Here, this is going to be our thing. So here, I just going to have pages, one folder, In another one is we're going to have another folder that is going to be our contacts. We just going to use the context API too. So I just want the context, and then next, what is the another thing we wanted? Pages is there, context is there, config is there. Then what is the next thing? That's it. We just don't want anything. Okay. So the remaining things, what all are the things that I want is okay. Okay. So what I want is pages. Here I just going to say the pages. So for first pages, what can I do? It's going to be home.jsx first page, and then we need a sign in dot jsx, and then we need sign up dot jsx. These are the files pages we need. Here I just want a context.js page, create contacts.js. Here import create contacts. Okay, and here I just say const, what can I say, like fire contacts. Okay, you can give any name, context, and then say create contacts. That's it, and then export default the fire contacts, not Firebase. It will be fire contacts. We're just going to use this fire contacts. Okay, just have this one. That's it. We're never going to touch this one, and all our work is going to be here only. So in our app.js file, what we're going to do is, first thing, we need to import our contacts. Import fire contacts from contacts. Well done. That's it. Then what we need? We need the Firebase thing. We'll do that. And before that, we need the router thing. So what is the router we're going to set up is const, sorry, import browser browser router. Let us have a look. I just want to show you that one also. React router, not this one. We just go for here. How the things has been separated. React routers. Okay, I made a mistake. Router. React router. No. React router DOM. This one. Okay. Pretty good. Let's have a look into this. Yes, this one. Router, React. Sorry, sorry guys, sorry. I need this. Okay, let us go here, router itself, and just say create browser router, and you can see this one. So this is the basic setup. You just want to import React router from here. Just come here and then paste it here. I don't want as browser router. I just going to mention as routers, routers. Okay. Another thing, couple of things that we need is going to be what happened. Okay. So the couple of things we need is router. You can see we need this routes, and then we need this routes, and then route. Let's go here. It's going to be routes and then route. These two. That's it. We have done so much of things. So first, let us create a fragment to wrap everything. Okay, and yeah, it's already there. We don't want this one here. So here, what I'm going to do is, here I just basically going to be set up the router first. Router, routers. Okay, and put the entire router inside here. So this is actually our browser router. Okay, and then the next one, what we need is, we need the routes. We need to wrap everything. It's basically the switch that we have it in our ES file. Okay, this one here, and then next one is going to be route. Each and every route we need to describe it. Okay, so I just want this one pretty here. Hello world, and here let me paste it here, and then here it's going to be our route. So basically, this route is set up in a way where we going to have two things. One is two caps, two. This is going to be the home, and then elements and which kind of route which where I want to redirect. Well, where I want to redirect is going to be if it is launched to home, well, I just want to redirect to the home. So first we need to set up the home or of CE. Then now come to app.jsx. Here components. It's time to install the components. Components. Okay. So here import home from the home page. That's it. So now let us go and have a look at our Vite application. Just have refresh. Hello world is there. This one. Okay. 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 Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see this. What we can do. Hmm. Okay. So router is there. Routes is there. If it is home page, we just want to redirect to home, but it is not yet redirected. Okay. Okay, I think the server is not at start. Delete. The server is listening, right? Just have this. Okay. Is in this page. Hello. Okay. Let's have this. It's kind of not redirecting. Yeah, this one. We need to use the path, not route. Let me check this now. Let us go for here. Just have a refresh. Refresh. Now home. Let me give slash home. You can see we are getting home. Okay, same thing that we need to do it for some other things also. So just say duplicate this. Okay, home. This one is going to be our sign. Before that, I just want to create everything. Order of CE, same. Order of CE, order of CE. Okay, so like this. Then here in sign in, that's it. App.js here it's going to be a sign in route. Then here you can mention it as sign in, and then if it is not, it is going to be a sign up route. Okay, and here the route is going to be sign up route. Okay, and couple of things that I want to do it here is I just want to give here two things. So it's basically like we need to add some of the styling and everything. So here I just go with UL. Okay, you can create it's like a different in a layout page and then you can add it. Okay, here I just want to add a link. Okay, so make sure that it is coming in the route. Okay, you need to import it. Okay, so the link is basically here. You can self close it, no problem. Here it is going to be a sign up. Okay, first one, or and here you just want to use the two. You just confused here. It's going to be a sign up route. Okay, so it will redirect to that route. Same thing. You just want to control plus shift here. It's going to be a sign in, sign in, like this. Save it, come here, see this, you can able to see. Right now we are in home, we have sign up and we have sign in page. Okay. The next thing is we need to set up our Firebase and then we started to work on our sign up and sign in thing. Okay. So the first thing is let us go and set up the Firebase. So the Firebase, like I say before, we just want to go here, authentication, read the documentation is must, and here just go with get started initially. And initial startup, they will give you what are the things you just want to import this one from Firebase slash app. So let us copy the entire thing, come down and here paste it. Okay, I will tell you what all are the things that. So these two things we need it from Firebase that we are importing from the Firebase initial app and get out. And this one we don't have it, just remove this. and here it is expecting a Firebase config. So what is that? Well, that is what our config file is. Okay, I say it is going to say export default, export default, this one, config dot this one, and here let us come to home, not home, app.js, and here we just want to import Firebase. Make sure check the spelling, that is very important. Firebase config, this one, right? Firebase config from, why it is not coming? Well, we have misspelled. No, Firebase config here. I just want to say Firebase config, config. Here it is there, and I just go here, Firebase config, where it is coming from, dot slash config slash config. Okay, that's it. So once you done with that, I hope everything will be fine. Let us go to our React, and you can able to see something is missing, so it is showing that. So one thing, okay, okay, let us say const export. I think we don't want to add the default there. If I want to export now, if I can add Firebase config. Now let us check it here. Now console, just refresh it. Yeah, now everything is fine. So now thing is, this is our home page. Okay, so this is our home page is going to be. So here home page, where I want to show something. Okay, so let us go here. What I'm going to do is, here in context we have created, right? So what is the other thing that we never going to touch this config file? Here I just going to say home. In home page, what I'm going to do is I just going to create a state const user, and then set user. Okay, I'm just going to say use state. Okay, basically initially it is going to be null. Okay, so it is going to be setting as this as null. Okay, initially it is going to be null, and here I just want to say the user is going to be changed. Okay, so later we will come here. So here what I'm going to do, first we need to use the context. So here inside this router, or about this router you can use it, I just going to say fire context, like this, wrap the entire routes here. Okay, and provide a value. Okay, provide the value. Okay, so the value is basically, well, I forgot, here only I need to set up this one, not that. Okay, app.js. Here I just want to set this, and make sure that it is imported everything. If it is not imported, make sure you need to use context, use use state, these two things. Okay, so now we have imported the use state, and then also use context. Okay, okay, so this is the thing. Let me say set, we have set up this, and here I just going to pass this as user as our context, because here only I just going to set everything, and then set user in our context. We have done this. So the next thing what we're going to do, what I need is, it is available. So the whole functionality is very simple. Like, the home page will be available only if you sign up and sign in. Okay, the home page only available. The home, whatever you are doing, it will be only available if it is sign up or sign in. Okay, if it is not available, then I'm not, I don't want to, I just don't want to come here. Okay, so that's the thing. So let us do that one. Okay, so what we can do is, first here we can go, and here we can import a couple of things. Okay, available, I do want sign. Okay, so what can I do here? I can do a condition checking. Before that, let me use the use context. Okay, here I just say const user, and then set user, set user, okay, equal to this coming from use contacts. Here I just want to put import fire contacts, right? What is the contacts I want to use? Again, fire contacts. And here I just say user dot, if I just going to set a name for the user, or you can set anything, whatever you want to set. So I just want to set user, if it is user is available, not user or something other thing. I just want to say if the user is available, if user is there, then I want to do a thing, or else I just want to do a thing. Okay, so to work with this as in JavaScript, I just want to use wrap inside this one. Okay, here, here. So now what is the thing? So if it is user is available, then I want to go through the API process, and I just want to do fetch things and so much of things I want to do. So here I just add a simple div like here. Okay. So this one. If it is user is not available, this is our case. What I want to do. If the user is not available, then I just want to say h1 that contains a link, okay, and that will redirect to sign in, redirect to slash sign in. Okay, and here I just say sign in. You can put a button also, that's up to you. Okay, sign in. Let's see what is happening now, what we are getting. Okay, slash home, this is our thing. And if I just want to see slash home, you can see nothing is there, which means some problem is happening here. Let me check that. Okay, let's see what we are getting, why we are getting this one. Okay, just a minute, let's have a look into this. We're just using the context and everything. So if the user is not available, then I want to do this, else we need to do that one. Well, we just remove this one, we don't want this one. Okay, let me check, let me check this in our application. Refresh, not we are getting. Well, we will put something here as h1 as our reference for home. Now, are we getting this home? This is also not available. Sorry. Where is, what is the route that we are in? We are in home. Home, home.jsx. Okay, let me put here as h1 user like this. Okay. Now have a look into this. No. Let's see something is issue here. Let's check this in our console. Console dot log user. Okay, what is the user that we are getting? Inspect, right click. Let's go for the console. Well, we get a couple of error that user is property of destructuring. Okay, I think user. I think let me don't want to destructure. We called it as context itself. Let me check what is context. Go here. Just give a refresh. Now, okay, the context is not defined. Something problem with our context. Let me do one thing. I think I have done a wrong thing in context. The value use state is null. Set user state value set user. Okay, here everything is perfect. Let me check with the context. Use state is here installed. Use state is there. Use state is installed here. Okay, okay, okay. I think I missed out. Okay, guys, I just we missed out the provider. The important thing is missed here. We missed out the provider to show dot provider. Without providing, we don't get this, right? Provider. Save this. Now let us have a look here in the form. Now what is the error? User is not defined. Okay, so I understand where we are error is coming. First thing is go for home. User not is going to be context dot user if it is available. Okay, now let us come here, refresh, refresh. The next thing is link is not defined. Okay, we have done a couple of things wrong. Link we added here, we want to import it here. Import link from link. Okay, so then what is the next error? Now, well, we are in home, we are getting the user as null, and here we are getting this. Okay, so if it is the username is available something, then it will be there. If it is not, it will go for the sign in page. So here, right now, we are in sign in page. In sign in page, what I want to do, well, we need to set up a form. Okay, so before we need to set up it in a sign up form. Okay, so the form, let me set up this. I have the template, so I'm going to use the template and I'm going to show you how you can set up that one. So bear with me, don't think that I'm copy pasting. Okay, I'm just going to use the setup. What we're going to do, all other things we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so this one, just a minute, I will take the form, copy this form, and let me add a div. Okay, with the class name. I'm not going to use any classes because you can add anything like tailwind CSS or anything. Add a couple of classes here. So I just remove all the class which has been added, or else you can add the tailwind CSS CDN to view this one how it is looking. Okay, but I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so simply we have a form. If the form is submit, a function is going to run. The function name is handle submit. So let me create that function. Okay, so it's going to be a handle submit const handle and sorry handle form summit is going to be a function. Well, it is going to do something. Okay, so handle summit. Here we have email and we have password. Let us set up that one. Basically it is a state const email and then set email equal to use state. Use state is going to be an empty string, then we're going to keep track of it. Const, same thing is for password, and then set password is equal to use state, and it is going to be a track of it. You can see we have added on change, and we are changing, we are targeting the value, and we are tracking of this. Okay, so simply if every time the value is going to change, if the input value is getting changed, the set email is going to set the email for us. Okay, so that one is done. So the next one is what we're going to do is we're just going to work on the what one which one, like if the submit is done, we need to send this email and password to our database. That's what we need to do. So we need to set up the Firebase. So setting up the Firebase, again coming to the documentation. Let us go for Firebase documentation. We have error. What is the error? Well, not needed. Yeah, there. Okay, now it comes to password authentication. Scroll down, and here you can see create user. We just want this one. First import this one, paste it here. Remember this get auth is coming up from our main added this configuration file that we have set up. Okay, and the next one is going to be this one auth dot so much of things. Just copy this one and just comment of this one, and here we just going to put it in a function. Let us say a function to sign up. Sign up function is going to do, and I just going to paste it here. Okay, so what are we are doing? We are just created a get auth, and that is going to initialize our auth. And here you can able to see we have this email and password. This email and password, it is going to be coming up from this route. Okay, where the sign up method need to run. Once someone submit this form, then the sign up method need to initiate. So here I just use an I just capturing the event, and I just going to say e dot pre event d prevent default. Okay, page loading is going to be stopped. Once it is done, then I want to run this sign up function. That's it. Okay, so that's the other thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so that's the thing. Sign up is there, and now what is the thing? Well, let me try it out. No issues. Let us go here. Go here. Let us click on sign up. Sign up. You can able to see this form. Bear with me. I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just click on sign up. So once we click on sign up, what happened? Does anything happen? Okay, I need to do something. So here user dot credential, it is going to say sign in. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me go for our database. Just have a refresh here to check. You can see our mail ID is successfully added. So now I just want to do a couple of things. Here, once it is signed in, you can able to see this user credential.user is actually going to be the user. But what I want to do is I need to update my user context. Okay, so the context that I am having that I want to update it. So how can we update that one? So to update that one, first you need to import the context. Okay, so I just going to say const context context equal to use context that is coming up from fire context. Okay, that's it. So once we done this, that is fine. And here what I going to do is here I just going to say context dot use set user is the function that is used to set the user, right? Set user. Okay, so what I want to set is going to be an object, so that is going to be an email. So the email is going to be user dot uh, I don't want to change this one. Let me say user credential dot user is going to be the email. I'm just going to remove this, and here I just going to say user credential is the param. I just want to the email is going to be user credential dot user dot email. Okay, so the another thing that I want to set is it's going to be our UID. Okay, so unique ID. So that is one is going to be user credential dot user dot UID. Okay, so where we are getting this UID? Well, we are not getting this UID. We need to set up this UID. Let me tell you where we are setting this UID for things. I will tell you where we will get this. So right now, this one, to see this, just go here. You can see this UID, right? This is what this UID is. Let me scroll down. Here I just going to say, not here. Let me add a console here to see the console.log here to see the user credential. So just save it here. And now let me add another one at something like this. Add this, click on here. And once you click it, this is the user credential. You can see inside this user, we have this email. This is what our email is. And then we need this UUID. Okay. That what I'm doing is I'm setting up for the page. Okay. Once the page is submitted, the next thing what I want to do, what is the next thing that I want to do is I need to redirect it to the home page. Okay. So I just want to redirect to this home page. So for that, what can I do? I can use the use effect code. So use effect. Okay. So this is going to do a couple of things for me. So what it is going to do is if the context dot user dot UID is there. If it is available there, then I just want to return. So I just going to use another root hook that is going to be our navigate. Okay, use navigate hook. So this one I will show you where use navigate is from the router. So to use this is pretty simple. It will navigate with a if you want to send some data also you can able to send it, but it will navigate this. Okay, so I just say navigate. You just want to do the same thing. Okay, so you just want to install it and then you just want to say navigate to which place? To this home page. Okay, and when I want to change this, the side effect, if the context is updated, because once the user is set, then I need to redirect to this home page. So the context is updated, then I want to go for that. That's the thing. Okay, that's the thing. So now let us go for our user. Let us give a refresh. We have this, and I was just going to say this one, and I just say this. Click on here. Once I sign up it, what happened? It well, it is. I think I just want to redirect something properly. Dot home. Let me put this like this. Okay. Go for authentication. Let us refresh. We will delete account, delete it. Okay. So now let us come to our application. Sign up. I just want to say here. I just want to say here, and I just want to click it here. Once I done this, with this navigation, you can see this. This navigate is not work properly. Let's see what is happening and why it is not working. Okay. So once I did this, I just want to ask for console.log what is context.user. Okay, what we are getting from the context.user, and I just right click and just click on inspect. Let's see if any error is coming. Right now it is null, that is why navigate is not defined. Okay, I think we have missed about not caps navigate, it is small navigate. Sorry, navigate is actually a small. Yeah, now refresh, reload. Now there is no error. Let us check with this and this, sign up in here, and now we have an error. Navigate is not defined. Okay, I think what I did. Okay, I just installed this one. Here I just want to use this use this hook. Use this hook as const navigate equal to use use navigate. Okay, so this is the thing. And yeah, this one I just forgot. Okay, so I just now it is fine. I think refresh, go here, add, sign up again. Sign up component above error is occurred. Navigate is not defined. Okay, let's see what I have done wrong. So again, a lot of typos. Sorry for that. Uh, Now let us just check with this couple of IDs. Yes. Now you can see we are getting this user. We are getting this user. So now this is signed up. So the the sign in is also going to be the exact same thing. So for example, if the user is giving the username and password, I need to again commit, right? So now if I just go for sign in, you can see nothing is there, right? So I just want to what I want to do is exact same thing. You just want to copy the entire thing. We need to change a couple of things. That's the thing. I just want to remove this one, paste it here. Okay, so here the same thing, everything is going to be same. The one thing we need to change importantly here is create user with, because it is going to create it. So instead this we need to use another method. Let us go here, go for authentication database, scroll down, you can able to see this sign in. So this is what I need to import. So I just want to, first of all I want to use this sign in method, and then I just want to use it. Okay, let me check this. Context is there, everything is there, and I'm going to set the user. If the sign in user is having the email and password, if the credential is available, then again I need to change the context. Yes, of course. And if it is there, then I want to prevent the default, and all other things will be pretty exactly same. So now let me check our application here. Let me refresh this. This is home. So if no one is there, I just refresh. You have so much of things. I just delete. Give a minute. Okay, delete, 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 delete. Okay, so here we have some of the things. So now what I'm going to do, go for our here, refresh, click on sign up. I just want to here, I just want to use 1 2 3. And if I just click sign up, you can see we are in home. Not only home, and also we are getting access to the other page of the home. If the user is available, we will get what? We will get this user route. That's what we are getting it. So here I just want to show an input. Okay, so input. Okay, and I just want to add a button type of submit. Okay, and then here it is going to be, you can add on click is going to be submit. On click, here you can say handle submit like this. Okay, so to show you some visibility. Now you can able to see if I go sign in, or if I just click on sign in, why it is not working? I think yeah, missed this spell. It's sign in. You can see we are wrong spell. Click this. We go for sign in. Now this one is the ID that I use, and I just click on sign not up. It is sign in. Handle submit is not defined. Let me tell you that where we are getting the error, it is coming from the home because we don't do this. So I just remove this. Remove this. Sign in, asking this variable to sign in. Let us change the button to sign in. Another thing. You can see we are getting this. So only one this is available. Now if I try to log in with another ID, for example, if I go for sign in, okay, the user route is available. I just log out here, and if I just click the sign in, and if I try to log in with some other ID like this, okay, so this user is not in the router. If I try to sign in, change the button, that's it. If I click it, you can able to see nothing has happened because there is no user is here. So but if I go here now, if I added the user sign up, once I added sign up, now if I coming for sign in, okay, just give it a refresh, coming for sign in, and now if I try to add it, it get authenticated and it will be redirect to the user. So this is what authentication in our sorry, this is what authentication in our git firebase, like with the help of firebase we can do. Now it's going to be very simple. You need to use whatever API that you want. We are working with before, the same exact process is going to be same, and what we can do, we can add the thing. So the task is to, you just want to work with that. Okay, so so, like I said, so you can just once you land into the home page. So, what's the next thing that you want to do? So here in the home page, you just want to create like we have submitted, right? Just want to create a function. In that function, you need to fetch the API and you need to distribute here. So that is the thing. That's the one thing that you're going to do. Search for GitHub API and just do it. Okay, because why I'm not covering this Git API thing means because we have done couple of API projects, a lot, literally a lot. Just have a look into this with the help of authentication. Okay, so we will discuss that later. See you. Bye.